What if Sloan is just the host for this dark soul? It'd be just like the Bloodborne to use somebody else to do their dirty work.
If there is any new people in Taylor's life, let me know immediately. Gray, you're her watcher. I rely on you for this sort of information.
Got it.
We are back with Team Alina, and you guys have quite the dynamic between you guys. What can you elaborate a little bit on what the dynamic is for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the characters Shane and Gray are obviously, good friends, but he's getting a little sidetracked with his interest in Taylor, so I have to kind of steer him back in the right direction. But then I'm kind of hypocritical because on the same token, I'm getting a little sidetracked by my room. I have feelings for Dr. Stanwyck.
Right.
But she has to kind of steer me back on the right track. So that's the dynamic for me, I think. What do you guys think?
I think Dr. Stanwyck is very much task-oriented, and she feels like she's got to keep pulling the reins with these guys. Okay, remember why we're here. Remember why we're here. Because we can't afford for the mission to go awry. Like, there is no option. There's no option for failure, really. Because everybody's counting on us,
Right.
Sometimes is it bad that my own character makes me get mad sometimes? Because they keep warning him to, stay away from Taylor. Don't fall in love with Taylor. It's going to be the end of the world.
It's kind of one of those things, though, like, you can't help where your heart is. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's following his heart. He can't help it,
Yeah.
It's sweet.
So we have the hopeless romantic, the professional,
right,
and then the schnauzer that can't focus.
The dog and heat.
Give me 5. The dog and heat. Totally.
I stay focused though. Once you steer me back, once you slap me on the hand, I get back to business. But yes, I do get a little side.
All right, and you guys have quite the mission. Tell me, in essence, what is your mission? Because the whole world is basically relying on you, and they don't even know it.
We're focused on keeping Taylor from remembering who she is. Because if she does, it's really going to be just disaster for the world, So that's our task.
Yeah, I mean, her character. The character of Taylor is a very, very powerful and evil character.
Very
I mean, she was her past lives. She has done so many horrible things. Mm-hmm. So if she was to realize what she's capable of and who she is, it could be horrible for the world, Mm-hmm. So that's our main focus, is to just make sure that doesn't happen, because we don't want her to realize, what she could do.
So what do you think would happen if she did realize what happened, who she is? If you failed your mission.
Failure is not an option. Says Dr. Stanwyck.
Alina never fails. We haven't failed.
All right. Do you feel like maybe if falling in love with her,
what I would like to see is if Taylor does remember who she is, if Gray would still be in love with her, even though she's probably going to do all these evil things.
That's so true, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling you wouldn't be in the picture. I'm pretty sure that if she... I think that if Taylor did find out who she was and the world was going to come to an end, that'd be like the ultimate evil.
She would probably use him, because he would be in love with her, to her advantage. Mm-hmm. To take us down.
Manipulate him, yeah.
Because she's like Bloodborne all the way. You know what I mean? So she'd probably take advantage of him.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the Bloodborne? I know that you guys are the good guys, Team Alina, but the Bloodborne is obviously very bad. Are you guys even trying to prevent them from coming into the picture, or are you just focused on Taylor?
I mean, definitely we're trying to stop the Bloodborne as a whole, but basically Taylor is, she is basically like the queen kind of the Bloodborne. So we know as long as we keep her at bay, from realizing who she is, then the Bloodborne will kind of stay back. So I think
she's the most powerful one. She's been around for the longest, and she's pure evil. Mm-hmm. So I mean, if you take her out, I think they would be weaker. So they'd be easier to keep at bay for us.
Right.
It's like the head of the snake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They need her in a way to be as powerful as they can be. So as long as we keep her back, then they will stay, hopefully back too. So.
Yeah. Are you guys concerned about Sloan at all? I mean, now that she's starting to come into the picture a little bit, how does that make you feel?
She concerns me mainly because she's a wild card. It's hard to know what she's going to do because she's being guided by love. You know what I mean? It's not like a rational, course of attack. So we don't really know what to anticipate from her, what to expect from her, because she's just being guided by her heart, which is the dangerous thing, you know?
Yeah.
She scares me.
And you now have a conflict with your love interest. How does that make you feel?
Me personally, or my character?
Well, your character as Gray.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you want Taylor, and Sloane's coming in.
Yeah, well, like I mentioned, I feel like Gray is just new to the whole human thing, so it's like he just has no idea how to react to these things of, oh no, the girl I love wants to be with somebody else.
I think he means well, like he really wants to do what he's supposed to be there to do, but again, you know, he's got his heart in it, so.
It raises that question again, like, what is right and wrong? I mean, are you guys really doing the right thing by keeping this girl... You're controlling...
We're kind of, in a way, kind of brainwashing.
Yeah.
Keeping her on a consistent routine so that she doesn't find out who she is, which is not the best thing to do to a person, but we know as a whole, you know, for the greater good of the world, it's what needs to be done. So I think in our characters' minds, we're doing the right thing, for sure.
And that's always perspective, right? It depends on what you've been exposed to, what you're around, what you view to be right or wrong. So therein is the gray area, you know what I mean? And obviously we're going to do whatever it takes because we know what the outcome could be. If she's not contained, like, it's bad news for everybody.
Right.
You know? So we're trying to look at it as, okay, our higher purpose. Sometimes you have to do some things that, you know, maybe you wouldn't do if the stakes weren't so high.
All right, well, thank you guys. You guys heard it from the Alina. That's their scoop on it. Let us know what you think. Leave a comment below. Do you think that they're doing the right thing by brainwashing Taylor or not? Let us know, and we'll see you soon.